We're sorry. All of our representatives are still assisting other customers. Please remain on the line as we value your call. We're sorry. All of our representatives are still assisting other customers. Please remain on the line as we value your call. We're sorry. All of our representatives are still assisting other customers. Please remain on the line as we value your call. We're sorry. All of our representatives are still assisting other customers. Please remain on the line as we value your call.
Dang it! The music ain't still playing. It sure is. Ain't never get nothing right. Oh, I think I'm on camera. Our Somali's taking over. We know some racist stuff happened to them, but some things I found out about their community that kind of rubs me the wrong way. We're gonna get into it, all right? What the hell done happened? Ain't none of my stuff working right. Where my damn picture of my damn logo and stuff? And broke everything. Oh, okay. I broke everything yesterday. Okay, it is what it is. What's the biz, y'all? She looking up hood, super rig off in this thing. Welcome to What's the Business News, where we delve into all of the issues that affect us millennials and so forth. Today, hold on, I had this. Gotta be another button up in here. This button ain't working. I done broke the whole thing. This is why you need to do prep time before you come on trying to be on the internet and stuff. I'm gonna be very, very honest with y'all and stuff for y'all. Yeah, because everything broke. I don't even know how to fix it. Anyway, today we will be talking about multiple stories, including the Somalis. We're gonna talk about the Cinnabon woman with the racist cinnamon. You know that place, Cinnabon woman. We're gonna talk about that. And we're gonna talk about try to find out why did they vote for Trump, because I'm finding out they was voting for Trump. We go watch Tabitha Speaks Politics as well. Now I done woke up and my ear is full of some type of I don't know. I can't hear it out my right ear, and it's real kind of scary. I don't even know what to do really right now. But yes, I'm gonna have to figure out what's going on with that. Let me find this out. I'm gonna be struggling for these first couple of shows. I'm gonna tell y'all that right now. Let's see. Hold on. And we gotta find out what happened to my logo. I ain't gonna why it's not showing as well. Is oh, that's why. Who picked this? Who picked this option? I didn't pick this option. Is it not show? Y'all know what? I had the wrong. I done picked the wrong damn. Hold on. Am I talking? Did I really break this whole thing? All right. Oh, I was looking at the wrong thing. It's Tuesday. It's like a substitute Monday. Forgive me and stuff. Let's see who in the house. We got Rainy Fellas, what's the business? Poison Ivy, what's the business? Solo in the crowd, what's the business? And yeah, I did think I was on camera. I did. I can't hear in my right ear and stuff though. But we gonna get into it. Thank you for y'all patience and stuff. And seeing the new people. Probably gonna be like this for a little while. I woke up this morning and I don't know if y'all watched the Tabitha Speaks Politics, but she popped up into my feed. And I had already, we talked about yesterday, the Cinnabon woman, I think, for a smidge on the struggle stream yesterday for a smidge, but we didn't go full into it. She breaks all of this stuff down. The story about the Cinnabon woman was that she had cursed out these Somalis or whatever at the Cinnabon restaurant, and they showed the footage of it. And let me see if I can find the whole footage of it. This is Cinnabon's apology that they done put out here. They talking about, they says, we have seen disturbing video from the Cinnabon Bakery in Oshawa, Wisconsin, and we do not condone this behavior. The former employee was immediately terminated by the franchise owner. Their actions do not reflect our values or the welcoming experience every guest deserves. Now, let me see if I can find Cinnabon. Let me see if I can find this video, because I only saw like a smidge of the video. I ain't see the whole damn video. Let's watch it real quick. Cinnabon racist. There we go. It just popped up like that. Let's see if the whole video are here. Let's see.
Sexualizing your body makes you a better person.
Are you recording?
I'm gonna record you. Yes.
Do you want me to throw?
Sexualizing your body makes you a better person.
Are you recording?
I'm gonna record you. Yes.
Do you want me to throw water on you? I am racist.
So idiot, for
And
real.
you are an
idiot. No,
I
I'm
am
not.
racist, and I'll say that to the whole entire world. Don't be disrespectful.
You ruined your life, by the way.
Oh, talking about
Bye.
you talking about respect. You talking about respect. You are fired from this place, man. You're not gonna be working here. Suck what? Look how you talking about ugliness.
Did I say
I want to see the unedited version, because to bring out the Triple H suck it, that's crazy. That's crazy. But I want to see it. Then, you know, she got the thing or whatever. She went on there, said she was racist. And I don't know if y'all watched the other channel. I done told y'all, if you American, you get, it's a default thing right there. You don't have to be a malignant racist where you want everybody to die, but that's what America was founded on. You walk down the street, everybody walk down the street. If you walk down the street and you see a whole group of Asians, you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, let me turn around. They might pull some nunchucks out on me. That's racist. Me, I walk down the street, I see a whole bunch of dudes look like me. I'm like, oh my gosh, let me turn around. These dudes might try to rob me. That's racist. If I walk down the street and I see a whole bunch of white people, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's a whole bunch of white people. They might try to hang me. That's factual. I can't say that's racist. This is like, it happened to my great uncle and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But y'all get what I'm saying. We all do the stereotypical thing around here. That's just default. I done rode with other races in the car that have bad road rage, and if it's another race that cut them off or something, they yell out the first racial slur they can. I'm like, oh my gosh, they did cut you off, but you didn't have to go there with. So that's just the default here. I hate how people want to act, like that's not the default here in America. We try to act like it is the other place. That's what goes on. Now, the reason I want to see the beginning of the video, and this is not to give an excuse to anybody. This is me trying to tell y'all my my life story, a little bit of my life story. If you've ever worked in retail or anything like that, folks, I didn't want to call all sorts of folks, all sorts of things in my waiting table days. Folks asking for extra shit they know they need to get paid for. And I'm telling y'all this, I don't want nobody to be like, oh, you making an excuse. No, we gonna get into the story. But if you know anything about me, I look at all the sides before I go into anything, all right? What she did was stupid and messed up, but I wanted to do that to all the races, white, black, Asian, Hispanic, Indian, Saharan, Antarctican, working at IHOP for a little bit. Folks be asking for something like, hold on, buddy, this is IHOP. This is not the place for full-blown service. Better get the hell up out of here. Better go to Paris, buddy. So, when I'll be watching this and people start recording like halfway through and then you get folks' reaction, I'll be like, but how much extra frosting did you ask for that? Now y'all may be wondering, why is he starting off with that? We about to watch this Tabitha Speaks, who is way nicer than what I'm gonna be. And she pointed out some stuff that I didn't know about the community up there. Now, this was from a day ago, and it was called Somali Trump Supporter in Minnesota Speaks After Trump Makes Racist Comments. I didn't know Somalis was out there supporting Trump like that. I didn't know that. Well, I knew that, in our diaspora, the diaspora, or however you pronounce it, I do know that some come over here and be like, hey, I'm Nigerian, or I'm Egyptian, or I'm, South African, and they don't understand. And when they come to America, use a nigga. Like, you not gonna be looked at as what your actual ethnicity is or nationality is or whatever. No, once you come over here, your skin is darker than everything. They gonna look at you as black. That's a wrap. Okay, so they'll come over here and be like, I'm not black, and then vote for some non-black stuff, thinking that they included in the non-blackness. I'm like, oh, hold on, buddy. We don't do that over here. We are very ignorant over here. We just judge stuff. The book's by the cover. We don't read the book. We look at the cover of the book and be like, yeah, that's what it is. So, once I found that stuff out, that's why I started kind of giving this white woman retail bail, is what I like to call it, where if somebody snap real crazy, I go back to that time I was working at Pizza Hut and somebody told me, hey, it wasn't enough cheese on this pizza. And I was like, you do know I got this little cup. I can only fill it up to this line, bitch. I will throw this whole, do you want some extra cheese? I will throw it in your face. I'll give bail once I find out you done did something to hurt me. Anybody that voted for Trump, you hurt me. So then I started giving bail. But we about to go into the Tabitha Speaks part of it. She was very nice to the people she was speaking on and stuff. And I'm not gonna be that. And she also came to a revelation on the second part of this video. And I was like, because I brought this up yesterday. So if you still here, ain't left yet, thank you for being open-minded. It's you might agree by the end you get to this. I know it started off rough. That's what it's like over here with Super Rig. All right. Here goes Tabitha right here. Let's hear what she had to say about the situation, and we'll get into it.
So on the video that I uploaded on yesterday in regards to Donald Trump dragging the Somali community out there in Minnesota after they proudly did that 1-hour press conference fully supporting him in the November 2024 presidential election. Yeah, a lot of you were like, I would love for somebody to catch up with one of these individuals and talk to one of these individuals today. Well, CNN caught up with one of them. Let's talk about it.
And that was my first time hearing about this whole press conference they had and stuff. I was like, what? Word? Well, not just that, but when old buddy went on the Black Dude show, but she go get into that.
Before we get into it, please do me a solid. Make sure that you are following me. Make sure that you are subscribed to me.
Make sure you are following me. Make sure you are subscribed to me. Her too, but me mainly, okay?
There's something wonky. Are all of these social media sites connected in some sort of way? Do they use the same type of algorithm? I don't know. It seems like they're connected in some sort of way, because the problem that I'm having over on the YouTube, I'm having over on the TikTok, and I'm having over there on the Instagram.
Yeah, you having them problems because you talking down on Trump and shit. That's why you having them problems. If I was to assume anything, just a hunch, because Zuckerberg and all of them was up sucking the balls of Trump, giving them gifts, and like he was sweet baby Jesus, like they was giving them frankincense and stuff up there. They wasn't doing that for no reason, especially after Zuckerberg tried to talk trash about Trump them a long time ago, even though he was taking their money on the front end. Trump had them come kiss the ring and stuff. So it kind of makes sense. But let's.
Yeah, and I notice when the views are low on one platform, they kind of like are low out that they're not. Do me that solid. Anywho, we're gonna start with this is how it started.
We love our brothers and sisters who are Democrats, but you left us. And because the left us, join the right, vote for Trump.
If y'all was on the struggle stream last night and y'all saw Top 5, who I believe is also Somali, you see how quick they'll. I don't know too much about the Somali people at all, outside of that movie I seen with We Are the Captain Now. But you talk about they left us. Now I will say it looked like one of the dude's left tooths left the right tooth, because there's hella gaps in that. Just saying, you need to be worried about your teeth leaving each other. But just, you left us, now we're going to the right. That's dumb as hell. That's like my mama put me on punishment and now I'm gonna go join the Klan. What are you talking about? My mom forgot to pick me up from school one time, and now I'm gonna go try to be a black Nazi. What are you talking about? This is crazy. You gonna bring out the flag and everything. You are black. You over here now, buddy. But anyway, let's continue. This is wild. Now, this is my first time seeing this shit.
2024, vote for Joe Torre. 2024, vote for Mazie Young in St. Paul. 2024, vote for Tad Jude in CD3. 2024, vote for Tom Emma, our lion, out of St. Cloud. Farhan is here and is endorsing him. And please go out and vote, because voting for Trump without soldiers is giving him a failure. So please vote again.
I should have knew. As soon as I seen that hat, though, I knew what the business was when I seen that hat.
And for the school boards, we have a ton of people running who are in the school board from all over the state. And please go vote for the Republican Party this time. Thank you so much.
And here we are, a year and a month later. Donald Trump is calling them garbage. Donald Trump is saying that the country stinks. Donald Trump is calling them scammers, frauds, thieves. Donald Trump is saying he don't want them in the country. And Donald Trump is sending ICE to decimate their communities. And so now that they voted this man into office, and Donald Trump has come out and said all of this, now this is what he's saying.
What would you say to the president if you were standing here right now?
Mr. President, we campaign for you. We have hope in you. We see hope in you. Please differentiate between good, bad, and evil.
That's a Somali immigrant who voted for President Trump in 2024, but now Trump is demonizing Somalis in America, specifically here in Minnesota.
I don't want them in our country, I'll be honest with you, okay? Somebody will say, oh, that's not politically correct. I don't care. I don't want them in our country. We're going to go the wrong way if we keep taking in garbage into our country.
I got 5 children. My children are no garbage. I campaign for.
But you garbage though, unfortunately. Now he not right about the entirety of you guys, but unfortunately to me, and this is where you messed up, because you couldn't what you said. Did you not listen to what Trump said beforehand about a plethora of people, and not just black people, white people, poor whites, women? Talk about grabbing people by the genitals, bro. Do you feel like there's somebody that needs to be the head, the chief and commander of the country, bro? Do you understand how insane that is? I love Luke Skywalker's music. Two Live Crew is my shit. I would never vote for Luke to be the president. What? Go on a party boat yacht with? Sure. Before I got married, of course. I'd go out there with Luke all day. With Luke be like, I want to run for president. Hold pump brakes, buddy. I got a daughter. You can't be in the White House, but let's continue.
The president in 2024. I actually went out and we reached 50 million people endorsing Trump 7 days before the election.
What drew you to the president?
Because we believed he was an agent of chaos. We couldn't afford anything back then. There was a fentanyl crisis. There was an issue of affordability. The living standards went down. Crime issues. These are 5 very important things to us. And we believe that Trump would be the solution to it.
Agent of chaos. Biden can barely even stand up on a bike. Forget the bike. He could barely even stand up in general. Agent of chaos is crazy. Now, not being awoke in meetings, which Trump is not awake in meetings right now. Sure, I get that to you. But it didn't get, you do know he came in after Trump stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's what they don't be understanding. So Biden came in after Trump. It take about 4 years for that type of stuff to take hold. But also we in America. Crime always gonna be crazy here. It is America. Everybody got guns. Are you insane? Also, what's crazy is how you go vote for Trump and you blacker than me. Like I'm looking at this. I was like, oh my gosh, you are way black. They would have outbid for you in the slave trade alone. They would have been like, yo, we want Super right there. He's super black, man. Then you would have walked in with that damn hat. I was like, hold on, he has way more melanin than that guy over there. I think he could put way more cotton. We're gonna pick him. Do you not understand where you are? This is America, buddy. This is kind of infuriating because you can tell that they did not do any. They didn't ask ChatGPT for nothing before they start making decisions. Let's continue.
Would be the solution to it. I've been a Republican for over 25 years. I'm not going to stop being a Republican. But what I do know is for a fact is we're getting killed out here because people are saying, we told you so.
I'm one of those.
Because you stupid. You always been stupid. And you probably been a Republican because you make a certain amount of money. And don't get it twisted. If you have a certain tax bracket, I get it. I do actually get it on the tax bracket stuff. I actually do. That being said, you can't let a few dollars in taxes make you vote against how you gonna be treated as a human and how other people are gonna be treated as a human just because you want a couple more dollars. That's stupid. Stop worshiping money, folks, please. Just because you hit that income to where them tax breaks and stuff can benefit you in your business, you got to think past that, because if you not overspending or living beyond your means, you can afford to not have the tax break that make everybody below you suffer. You can't do that. But these folks most folks, and I'm talking about folks that hit a certain table, want to be better than everybody else. So they step on everybody else. But that's by design. But that's another topic. Let's continue.
People that are out here saying,
you see how I ain't a Republican. I don't will never change. Because you stupid. Just because you got money don't mean nothing to me. You stupid. and you wear stupid hats, and you need to invest in dental care.
Saying, we told you so. And me saying, I told you so, is not the reason why you're getting killed out there in those streets. The reason why you're getting killed out there in those streets is because you trusted a pedophile. You voted for a pedophile. You voted for a con man. You put that man into office knowing that he don't like you, knowing that he's racist against you, knowing that in 2016, he tried to ban you from the country. You voted for him to put him in the office because you yourself said he was an agent of chaos. Oh yes, I picked up on that. You voted for him because he was an agent of chaos? Why would you vote to put an agent of chaos?
I thought he was saying Biden was an agent of chaos. So this makes it even more dumb. If you voted for an agent of chaos, the definition of chaos pretty much means unpredictable. That means you don't know whether it's going to help you or not help you. You rolling the dice when you walk into chaos. So with you saying that further lets me know that you stupid. What you thought the agent of chaos was go shake up the government in your black ass direction to help you, which you not even, if you came over here, you got a green card, he telling you right now, he don't even look at you as an American. He don't even look at you as that. I'm not getting it. He been talking like this. Been talking like this. And you voted against yourself? Wow.
Us in office if you are concerned about family values. Why would you vote to put an agent of chaos in office if you're concerned about the crime rate? Why would you vote to put an agent of chaos in office if you're concerned about what's going on over in Gaza? Why would you vote to put an agent of chaos in office if you're concerned about family values and affordability? When an agent of chaos does only one thing, and that is to create chaos.
Also, when they be saying family values, I be finding out a lot of them people just be anti-abortion and stuff. And I need dudes like you to look in the mirror, okay? I need you to look in the mirror. I have a daughter. If she brought your face home and told me that it was another one of you in the oven, I would directly, I don't care how far we gotta fly. I'm taking her to the Planned Parenthood to do the right thing. But you don't need to be multiplied. A lot of y'all folks that's against abortion is because y'all done got somebody pregnant and they finally looked at you dead in the face like, oh my gosh, my baby might look like you. And then when it did the right thing to keep replications of you off of here, so now you want to control women's bodies and stuff. That's not how it works. Let people control their bodies. Stop being selfish and wanting ugliness to be spread in your weird ass genetics, okay? Because that's what they mean when they say family values. That's all they mean is nobody want to have my baby, so I'm gonna make them have my baby. That's what it is.
I believe you sharing that little tidbit of information was you sharing too much. You want the United States to be in chaos. Why is that? Donald Trump calling you and the people in your community garbage, that is no shock to you. You know he is racist towards you. You know he doesn't want you in this country. You know all of this from 2016. You know Republicans don't want black people to have a happily ever after in this country. But yet, in 2024, you told your community to go into the voting booth to vote for Donald Trump and the Republicans. Donald Trump, who you said, it came out of your mouth, is an agent of chaos. Who do you think he was going to be chaotic towards when you cast that vote? Did you foolishly think that he was only going to be chaotic towards black Americans in this country? Was that the promise as he was holding up mass deportation signs now? As he was saying out on the campaign trail that he was going to institute the largest mass deportations in history, that he was going to reinstitute the Muslim ban, he was going to bring that back. Did y'all forget about that? Why would you vote for an agent of chaos if your concerns are affordability, reduction in crime? You're concerned about the people over in Gaza. Even
And how you want a reduction in crime, but you go vote for a felon that is pardoning other fellow felons, and not regular felons, not regular. I just robbed, I robbed somebody for $2. We talking about felons who rob millions of people out of retirement funds, out of insurance claims, out of all sorts of stuff. He has pardoned over 1,200 people, and most of them folks needed to be in there because they have done mass criminal acts against people financially and bodily harm, I'm sure, as a result of the financial things that they have. Matter of fact, the stealing of the money that they have has probably killed hundreds of thousands of people because they had taken away their right to even get medical help in our capitalistic medical industry that we have here in the first damn place. And not just here, but worldwide as well. So you can't be concerned about crime when you vote for a felon who only really wanted to be the president for one reason, so they wouldn't go to jail.
Even though the people over in Gaza knew the type of demon Donald Trump was and begged you Muslim Americans to vote for Kamala because they knew Donald Trump would be worse. There's something else going on here, y'all. Because the only thing I see is you vote for an agent of chaos when you want to institute chaos. So who did they think was going to have to deal with the chaos?
Now my answer to it was American niggas, but neither here nor there. Now she answered her own question over in this post because the person I put in the thumbnail sounds like he wants to do some chaos, but the way he going about it sounds like they might wipe them off the map. Check this out. This is from a day ago.
Yes, baby. Coming in with a fresh retwist on this Monday morning. Shout out to Henny and Narada over there at the Green Thumb Salon down there in the Decatur. Yeah, they loved on my hair. We had some good conversation. Yeah, I have a good time every time I go to get my hair done.
That's how you do a plug. That was a good plug. Now I want to get my hair twisted.
Anywho, that's not why we here. Somalis, to the front. To the front. I know.
See how nice she been? Because after this is over, I'm not going to be nice like that. But, hey, shout out to her for trying to keep us all united and stuff. That's something I'm going to have to work on.
I know y'all are dealing with some hurt feelings. I know Black Americans are out there clowning y'all. I know Donald Trump is dragging y'all. So I know y'all are dealing with a plethora of emotions, right? But this right here is what you don't want to do.
My biggest fear in life is that this man may never witness our full takeover. Yes, he may never witness that. He already witnessed our partial takeover, our little success in America. And he is the reason, actually, I know that the community in America is thriving. He is how I know. It's like, he's how we measure our progress. If he doesn't tweet, somebody messed up. I know it. Somebody fucked up the plan. If he tweet, I know. We're doing the right things. Yes, that's how I know. So, he's old and sick, I know. He may not witness our full takeover, but I promise you, that his sons will witness. Just like him, we came to exist in this country. See, the land of free men, the land of opportunities. And we're here. Yes. And we're not leaving, actually. We're not going back. What do you mean go back? You should go back first. You see, if you come first, you go first. See? Just like you. Tell me how you own this land. Explain to the world how this land became your land. Tell the world.
Yeah. That was very super villainly. That was like max super. That was movie level super villainly stuff right there. And I did that because once he said that, how once you got to the part to where you said, "How did you take this land?" I was like, "Well, they murdered and pillaged, stole, lied, more murder, more pillaging, raped. We can't forget about the rape." And he looked in the camera like, "Yeah, we gonna take over, and your sons go see." I was like, "Hold on, is that show your plan? The murder, pillage, and rape and stuff like?" Because that's what it sounds like. Also, very important, very, very important. Always beware of folks that do super threatening talks and acts with these kind of braces in their mouth. Okay, like his braces, like you don't see. It looked like he got a gold grill. All right, that's a lot of work. That means his teeth was crisscrossed, so they had to put like double braces to pull it, and he got to wear that thing at nighttime and stuff. Okay, that means he's seriously about his business. Okay, I mean he's last up. I seen Toy Story. Okay, I seen the little boy next door, what he did to them toys, and that's what type of dude this is. All right, we really need to be beware. We need to be vigilant against those types of breaks. Let's and you see that? Look at that face. That's a determination face right there. Also, girls don't call him back, and he cusses them out in their inbox. I bet you if you log into his Tinder and/or Hinge and/or Bumble, well, I don't know about Bumble because they ain't responding at all, or they ain't even hit him up at all. But Facebook, Instagram, he is just talking to himself. He done probably said good morning 8 bajillion times to somebody, like for 4 years straight. No response. And then every couple of months, he'd be like, "Well, fuck you, bitch." And then he'd be like, "I'm sorry," the next day. This dude is insane. But anyway, I got off the topic. But this dude right here needs to be stopped. Let's continue.
Tell me how you own this land.
You might want to get your mans across this video. Somalis that come across this video, you might want to get your mans together. That is disturbing. That is disturbing. And putting out that type of content will definitely bring some real problems your way in this particular climate. And that's all I'm going to say about it. But I'm not done. I know you all come over here and your identity, you identify as Somali. Yeah, but you're in the United States. A part of your identity will be race related. So in America, you are Black Somali.
I know Tabitha got to be political. No, use a nigga over here. Okay, I want you to understand that. All right, from the eyes of the whites, you are niggas. I've even heard the term saying niggas before. I was like, hold on, I thought that was the side, but no, I heard that they just use that across all of the sand laden places though. But that's what you consider over here. You need to, as soon as you get that in your brain, the better it'll be. But let's continue. I'm sorry, Tabitha. I just had to go and keep it real for you.
I don't care how much you detest having the identity of black pushed upon you.
They mean and they hate the identity of motherfuckers calling them niggas. That's what they hate. Because they think they separate. But you over here, you not though. That's just how it is.
The fact still remains that racist white people in this country, they view you first as black.
As a nigga, they don't look at it and be like, oh, they got curly hair. You got something in you. You different. No, they don't look at it like that. That's what you used to us coming to you. Be like, oh, you ain't. Where you from? They not doing that. They be like, oh my gosh, look at that nigga with a perm. That's all they. I'm sorry for breaking the video. I'm just saying I'm trying to put it in layman terms for folks out there that's not understanding. Any Somalis watching, that's what it is. They think you a nigga with a jerry curl, okay? A dry curl.
And as black Somalis in the United States, you sided with these people. The people who will constantly remind you that you are black.
That you are a nigga. Please. I hate that she keeps saying Trump uses the N-word with a hard ER at the end. I'm even being generous with putting an A at the end. You are a hard ER over here. And now you are a terrorist with brace face over there representing y'all with his mama's iPad.
But they won't do it in respectful terms.
Matter of fact, you done messed it up for us, brace face. Like I just told you, they look at all us the same. Now they gonna be like, look, the Black Panthers done came back together. This is rap. Look what you done did. Look what you done did.
Visualizing your body makes you a better person.
Are you recording?
I'm gonna record you. Yes.
Do you want me to throw water on you? I am racist.
So idiot, for
And
real.
you are an
Idiot. No,
I
I'm
am
not.
racist, and I'll say that to the whole entire world. Don't be disrespectful.
You ruin it.
Once again, she taught y'all a valuable lesson. Tabitha told you in a nice way. I'm telling you blatantly. They think of you. They don't look at you separately. They not like, oh, the Somalians, they on our team. No, they be like, look at these dumbass niggas voting for us so we could get them the fuck up out this bitch. That's what the hell is going on. The hell is wrong with y'all? Damn.
Life, by the way.
Oh, you're talking about respect? You're talking about respect? You are fired from this place, man. You're not gonna be working here. Sakwa. Look how you talking about ugliness?
Did I stutter?
You're the ugliest person I ever seen in my life.
Good. Your fucking
No, we're
face
not.
for
No,
what?
we're not. No, we're not.
Because you know damn well you're a
That's
fucking
respect.
evil
That's
fuck.
respect. Keep squeezing that caramel, bitch. Get the fuck out of here.
That was right for you.
Uh-huh.
Wow,
That's
that got crazy at the end. That was. I'm gonna speak on that though, even more than what I did earlier and shit. I do want to see the beginning of the videos. That was kind of wild when she used the word camel and Cinnabon. If I had been in line, I was like, hold on, they talk about camels in this thing? That is gross. I'm not gonna be able to eat my Cinnabon here. I'm gonna have to heat it up at the house. Let's continue.
Republican behavior. That's MAGA behavior. And that's the party that you joined with when you went into the voting booth to vote for Donald Trump.
This is where people go disagree with me. Both of them was exhibiting MAGA behavior. Both of that was Karen behavior. The dudes behind the people, y'all with the camera, y'all was being hella Cameron from my ex-retail point of view. That's why y'all brought out the camera. And she was being just her regular self. Y'all was acting like her though. I know a lot of people ain't gonna see it from their point of view, but you could tell how they was acting and stuff. In my opinion, y'all can go and hate my guts, but now that I know that 9 times out of 10 dude behind the camera probably was rooting for old buddy with the black hat, I gotta assume the worst. Can't assume the best. And I can hear people now, that's what they want us to do, be divided. If you in my circle and I can't trust you, I can't look at it as the division. I'm looking at it as protecting the rest of us. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Especially when I know they want to be divided from me in the first place. because if they didn't, they wouldn't have voted against. Maybe my logic is off. You can go off on me in the comments. I know it's coming. Let's continue.
And that's how they see you. They don't see you as Black Somali. They see you as a N-word. Yeah. And in this climate, they have no fear of expressing that to you, just like that young lady did in the video. Now, the guy in the video was correct. She was fired. She was fired. But the people that you joined forces with to get Donald Trump in office, they're coming to her rescue. You see what she did was she went out there and she set up a GoFundMe, and the goal of the GoFundMe is $109,000. Yeah, the people that you partnered up with to vote Republican to get Donald Trump into office, yeah, they've come together to raise close to $75,000 for her. Yeah, she was making nowhere near this as an employee of Cinnabon. No, with this money, she can move, she can buy a house, she can start all over again and have money left over for calling you the N-word.
And see, that's how you know they ain't do no research. They don't do research. They thought they was gonna tape her. She worked at Cinnabon. Nobody give a fuck about getting fired from Cinnabon. You didn't do that. I can see if she was a high-powered executive, but she was happy when that happened. That's why she went on and Triple H y'all's asses on to the max. They knew. And I'm gonna watch a video. We gonna watch a video from Godfrey that he posted and stuff. And he further goes into that to where you could just kind of see the play. You know what I'm saying? But you're fired. If I work at, I know you done said, I know people done said that to somebody working at McDonald's. They looked them dead in their eye. I was like, please get me fired. Thank you. I appreciate it. So that way I can at least get some unemployment and not to go home smelling like goddamn French fries every damn day. I know I did when I worked there, but I digress. Let's get back to the video.
And this is who you partnered with. This is who you came together with to get Donald Trump elected. Now, y'all know me. I'm not going to give her the advertisement for her GoFundMe. So, yeah, I blocked out the title. All you can see is her face and the amount. Yep, the leaders of your community led you astray. I took down the sound, but isn't that one of your leaders right there, Mr. Ficky?
Y'all see him. He doing the slow clap down there. We gotta look at another video after this of the slow clapper. And that was on a pre-struggle show yesterday. I talked about this, but yeah, y'all see it.
I believe that's how you pronounce it. This guy.
Should we start?
Yes, please.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. Thank you all for joining us here today at the Minnesota State Capitol.
Trump Force Captain. You wear a hat to say Trump Force Captain. Hats are for logos of toys and food products that you like. Not no damn Trump Force trade. This is further lets you know. Look at these motherfuckers back there. You know what? We go get back to Trump Force Captain.
My name is Salman Ficky, and I have the privilege.
I ain't go front. I don't give a fuck if that said Kamala Force Captain. Don't be wearing nothing that say you a Force Captain at all. Of no force. Genzu Force, Genyu Force, no forces. Air Force One Force, no forces. Trump Force Captain.
Of being your host for this significant gathering. Today, we come together to hear from key leaders within Minnesota's Muslim and Somali communities who will share their priorities and perspective as we approach the 2024 general election.
And that's crazy because the Trumpsters are 1,000 quadrillion% against Muslims. This is not computing. Are these bots? Is these like advanced androids or something? Because they couldn't have been here more than a day. They would have let y'all know as soon as you got off the plane what the business is down here. This not this AI or something? These can't be real people. They can't have voted the way they did, especially that one for the whole 25 years, and think it's what?
This is a vital moment for us to address some of the.
They still look at y'all motherfuckers crazy on airplanes. And when that was some shit that they colluded with everybody together on. They still point the finger at you when you go into the airport and stuff. This is what y'all vote for. Yowzers.
Critical issues affecting our community, from safety concerns to economic and educational challenges that impact our daily lives. Today's gathering reflects our commitment to unity and progress, and we are grateful to each one of you, media, community members, and leaders for being here. To start, we have the honor to hear from Faisal Deri, a dedicated leader in our community who will summarize some of the pressing issues that have brought us together today. Faisal will speak to the challenges of our community at this stage.
That was Mr. Fiki. He was at the campaign rally in July, and then in November of 2024, he was doing a press conference with other leaders of the community, throwing their full support behind Donald Trump. And now, this is Mr. Fiki.
Do you regret your vote for President Trump?
We don't want him in our country. We're going to go the wrong way if we keep taking in garbage into our country.
Salman Fiki, he was at this July 2024 rally in St. Cloud, Minnesota.
He gotta be some type of advanced android. Don't no regular person clap like that. Even white folks don't clap like that. That's R2D2 type clapping. CP3O type clapping. That's very weird, but we go listen to him.
You can see him at this event with Minnesota Somali leaders.
I'm trying to give him some type of bail. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to give some type of something to where my brain just don't have to go to where I'm gonna go after this video is going. I'm trying to do my best.
Giving their endorsement in November of last year, you posted on social media, I, Salman Fiki, am formally announcing that I'm ending all collaboration with the Republican Party.
It was very dehumanizing and is very unpresidential coming from the commander-in-chief of the United States.
And see, that's how, as soon as I heard him still refer to Trump is when I knew, oh, he still got it in his throat. It's still down there. Wow.
To dehumanize and to dehumanize a whole entire community by calling them garbage.
Do you regret your vote for?
You see how he said calling them garbage? Not we. Not us. I'm gonna get back to the story, but one of the number one movies I hate the most is this movie called Avatar. It is sickening to me that people think that's a good movie about this white dude that dress up in blueface and infiltrate a whole community, lead the destruction to them, and then get stuck in the body and then be like, oh, okay, you know what? My bad, I messed up. I like smashing one of y'all, so I'm gonna help fight back against it. But he still led all of it to them and stuff or whatever. And people like, oh, such a sweet love story. No, it ain't. It's fucked up. And that's what this dude is to me, to them. He gotta be, I feel like a Trumpster had to get into a Somali robot or something to be saying this. Cause like I said, he said them, they, not we. But that's just me. I'm crazy. I ain't drunk no coffee this morning. That's probably what it is. Don't mind me. Don't listen to me.
for President Trump?
No, I don't regret my vote. I have conservative values, and I see politics through that lens.
Let's run that back. Let's run that back.
My vote, I have by calling them garbage.
Do you regret your vote for President Trump?
No, I don't regret my vote. I have conservative values, and I see politics through that lens.
Ain't that kind of what the black hat dude pretty much said, damn near verbatim? It's like they running some type of script. I really want to believe that these are some type of android Somalis of some sort that was created by Zuckerberg from his factory or something to assist Trump. Because if these are real life human Somalis, they gotta hate not only themselves but their community as well. Especially since he didn't say them, he didn't say us or we, he said them, as if he is not a part of that. Still not even regretting they vote, and they ain't even vote somebody else that even resemble them in any kind of way. But that goes back to when they say family values. I guess in their values, only a dude, a man can be in control or something. So they would have a quote unquote man, which Trump don't even really count as that to me. But a man would be a commander that's gonna beat them before they would have a woman that would, at minimum, not do nothing to them. At max, help them. But at worst, do nothing. It's crazy. It is crazy how people brains be thinking sometimes. But hey, who am I? I'm just a dude sitting in the desk.
Mm-hmm. That don't go together. You're thinking correctly. That don't go together. He's now denouncing the Republican Party. He's now denouncing them because their leader is dehumanizing him and his community. But he doesn't regret his vote.
He didn't denounce them. Well, I didn't hear no denouncement at all. Denouncement be like, yo, fuck them. I'm not riding with them no more. I was stupid as hell for doing it in the first place. Hey, everybody out there, yo, if y'all still ride with them, you stupid. They stupid and they hate us and they think we, not them, they think we garbage. That's denouncing. You gotta talk trash on him. He was like, our commander-in-chief was being very unnice to us, but calling them, because he said them, calling them, the community, trash and garbage. But I still vote for him. I'm glad I voted for him because he's calling us trash and garbage. No disrespect on the accent. I just be making accents. I don't even think that's accurate. Let's continue.
Makes no sense. And these are the leaders of their community. Somalis, the leaders of your community led you wrong. You trying to run from your black identity, trying not to acknowledge your black identity, that is leading you wrong. You being in this country and having the title of American, it's leading you wrong. It's leading you to put out disturbing videos that is going to get y'all caught up in this country. Yeah. And for everybody else, I'm wondering if y'all are thinking like I am now thinking. The more that these POC communities enter the find out stage, I'm realizing that 21% of black men, yeah, that's coming from other black.
I'm glad this was finally brought up and said, what she just said right here, because a lot of us, me, I'm gonna say me, a lot of us in the online, it was a lot of black dudes catching heat, which I ain't gonna front. A lot of the black dudes should have caught heat because they was blatantly like, I voted for Trump. I was like, you was a dumb motherfucker. hell is wrong with you? But as you see the graph, and say 21% of black men, right? Now it makes sense that the majority of them was the ones that they look at and be like, no, you black. I don't care what you put on this piece of paper. We go change it and erase it. You black. So all the people that thought they was others, there was a lot of them that they was like, no, you black. And we go put you down as that on there. On top of just dumb dudes that was actually born here. And the ancestry is from slavery here. Y'all stupid too. Y'all are very dumb, like max dumb. No, talking about the Candace Owenses and Charleston Whites of the world and things of that nature. But that's another topic. We're not gonna get on that. Let's continue.
Black Americans. That 8% of black women that voted Republican, that's coming from other black people outside of black Americans. It just hit me this morning, y'all. It might have hit y'all sooner, but it just hit me this morning.
Now, this I'm about to say something. This I see how the verbiage she was using was to try to not alienate a whole group of those that in America look close to us. And I get it, because we do, in all honesty, before I say what I'm saying, all of us are going to have to come together to, and this is not just about politics. Capitalism and other structures of power really need to be put in check and control. So all of us as humans do need to come together because it's more of a wealthy capital owning society versus the rest of us. That's really what it is. All you folks that make $700,000, even if you make $1 million, you don't count. So what I'm talking about, you think you do. That's why you vote the way you do. But I'm talking about folks that got like $1 billion, which why should one person have all that money and not want to even pay taxes to help the rest of everybody else out? So them people that's up in the super billions and multi-billions, they don't look at anybody below that as a human, the majority of them. Okay. So that's really what really needs to be done and what we really need to be working on. But unfortunately, the plan to keep us all divided in the ways that we are has just worked gangbusters, and that's why I'm sick at my thought process of wanting to say, yeah, Somalis, y'all leaders that was up there with the Trump Force hats. You do know that shit said Trump Force Captain. You shouldn't be calling yourself a captain at all unless you are in the military, you own a boat, or are on a football or basketball or other sports team. If you are not a part of those five, or you're not an officer, you calling yourself a captain as a civilian is sad. You let folks that had a white and gold hat. My grandma bought white and gold and glitterati hats with sequins on them from her other friend that made them and stuff. And all the old women in the community. And y'all supposed to be manly, but y'all wearing women's hats. Yeah, them people that made the decisions for y'all make me, unfortunately, have to be like, well, if y'all chose them to speak for y'all gotta agree with what they saying. And I know that's not how it really is, but it just gives that off to the point to where I'm like, yo, then y'all got folks on y'all squad like Top 5, who's a Drake supporter who just turned on Drake, who's also dancing in a bra. His mama bra at his mama house on video. So it made me just be like, you know what? They can't be a part of they shouldn't be a part of the congregation at this moment. And unfortunately, since y'all leaders still saying stuff like, oh, I don't regret my vote, I still did the right thing, I can't give bail that change is gonna come. And I'm the type of person, once you cross me once in a certain way, I can't ever be like, oh, it's gonna be, that's me personally. I know this sounds divisive, so don't go with what I'm saying. The Tabitha way is definitely the better way, and it probably will work better if everybody could come together in the diaspora to work together. But for me personally, I can't. I gotta be honest. I'll be like, I'm gonna have to meet somebody that come to me personally. Like, look, I ain't give a fuck what gold hat, white hat, gold lettering person said. Man, them folks don't speak for us, man. We need help. They the people that got our green cards or whatever, and they make us have to go with them and stuff. That's not what we really believe. I need to talk to somebody who say that, because y'all, they got y'all out here looking bad. And then old buddy right here really got y'all looking crazy, because at the end of the day, I'm really from here and stuff. You talking about pillaging and destroying just like the person you voted for. What? I can't support the pillaging of my place where my kids go to sleep and stuff at. So now, unfortunately, the way y'all moving around, you kind of got me saying, maybe they do need to go back. You see how messed up that is? But how you go vote for somebody that say you need to go back when everybody else here like, yo, they making it horrible for everyone? That makes everybody else be like, you know what, maybe they don't need to. Maybe they don't need to be here, and maybe they do not need good Cinnabon service. And see how I wrapped that back up to where I was talking about at the beginning? Because it sounded like I was crazy at the beginning, but then you hear all that stuff, you like, now, all jokes aside, I don't think all Somalis think the same or anything like that. And that's why media and what we consume is very important, and what they put in our face is very important, okay? The way media works would make a lot of people be like, oh, I'm gonna get all Somalis, because these small examples that they showing us now, which we got to be very cognizant of. I hope people be making it to the end of my videos and stuff, because I know it'd be rough at the beginning, but that's just my style. But we got to be very careful how media works, because now this is being propagated, and it is going to continue to spread division, and not just Somalis against Black Americans or whatever, but Somalis against anybody that would want to ally with them on the opposing side at all. You know what I mean? And it's very bad. Now, someone who I believe, I forgot the descent that his parents are from or whatever, but he has always been on
my
side
biggest
of not going against Black American heeding Black American warnings against how it is down here and stuff like this is Godfrey, okay? And Godfrey made this video in the last couple of days. We go check this video out. This is in reference to the Cinnabon worker, and I haven't listened to the whole thing, so I don't know where he go with it, but I do respect his opinion on stuff most of the time. So let's see what he has to say about this situation.
Oh, Cinnabon. I don't know if you guys eat Cinnabon. They're nasty as shit. But
unfortunately, I have to. And let me point this out to anybody that be like, hold on, you go support a race? Look, kind of like Chick-fil-A. Remember when Chick-fil-A said that they didn't support gay marriage? And I'm pretty sure there's a lot of gay people that wanted to boycott Chick-fil-A, but I know they woke up one day and passed by and they smelled their chicken biscuit, and they was like, you know what? Hey, people are going to believe what they're going to believe. It's Chick-fil-A. We got to keep going. That didn't stop Chick-fil-A in no way, shape, or form, okay? And it's the same with Cinnabon, because you think it's nasty. Cinnabon is pretty delicious. All right, I don't know what to tell you, all right? But we going to continue. I'm just saying, and I tell you all the time, you got to watch out for corporatism and falling for the logos and consumerism and all that stuff, but the chemicals that they put in the chemicals that they bake is some very tasty chemicals. I'm just putting it out there. Anyway, let's continue.
Cinnabon is like, the place where they, usually in a mall, it's this, Cinnabon place. Well, in this video, there's a white woman calling some people.
I am racist.
So idiot, for
And
real.
you are
She goes, you're that's what you are. You can suck it.
suck it.
Suck what? Look how you look like.
You know, you get one of those every once in a while. I don't have the privilege of getting those kind of situations because I know exactly what I would have done. But these people were obviously black on the other side. You don't see them, but if you call somebody, more than likely there.
They want to and see. I don't know how deep he got into it, but that's where we got. They want to consider themselves black. I'm pretty sure if you ask them, they were like, "Bitch, I'm Somali, you motherfucker. You get that shit out of my face." But let's continue.
Black people. And so they're like, what did you say? What did you say? They're foreign black people. Because I think if it were African American, when she would have leaned over,
I am racist.
They would have probably, grabbed her and mollywopped her right there. Like took her head and smashed it against the counter. It's so hilarious because she called them and she got fired, but then she went and did a GoFundMe and got money. Maybe she knew she was getting fired. I think she...
You see how it's got different amounts? She actually maxed this out. We go see if she got the money, though. But she actually, I think she went over the goal. I think somebody said that GoFundMe took it down, but we go find out. I want to see.
Was like, you know what? I need to make more money. How can I make more money? The N-word. It's so lucrative. Another lady, remember the other lady on the playground?
Okay.
She made money. Remember, she almost made $1 million because white folks were like, hell yeah, that's right. That's what the fuck you do. This makes sense now when you see all these sellout black people, the Stephen A. Smiths, the Candace Owenses, and all these black people that always talk against black people. That's how you make money. Yes, makes money. Yes, it does. It's one of the most lucrative racial slur. I don't know if it does. I don't know if does. I don't know. If you talk about Jewish people, they probably shut down the GoFundMe. But I wonder, it's amazing. You call somebody and then people fund you. I want to give you credit, you white folks. White folks, you guys stick together, boy. I tell you, you stick together. Look at the unity, white solidarity for black degradation, because black culture is so profitable. Even whether it's music, whether it's sex, whether it's degradation, black culture is so lucrative. I mean, let's think about it. On Wall Street, the first thing they sold was black slaves. So is top of the line. I'm going to start calling people that word. I wonder how much money I'd make.
Shout out to Godfrey. And now, once again, this is where I have to be, realistic. And this is where where we have to have a serious conversation about this type of stuff, right? And I believe I forgot all the people that are involved with the whole ADOS and the foundational blacks and all of that stuff, but all that stuff do matter. Stuff does matter, because when you ask a certain group of people, do they consider themselves black? Some of them will look you dead in your face, be like, "No, what are you talking about? I'm this, I'm that. That's you." And I have run into it. It's not everybody, but I have run into it before in my life. I'm like, word, really? Don't nobody else look at you like that. Now, Godfrey was giving them the benefit of the doubt and saying they was black. I wonder what would happen if you asked them what they thought they were. And that's where that's where I'm cool with people being like, what you saying? You a part of the problem? No, I want us to have a discourse. If folks come over here and they considered that by the white people that run this thing, but if we talk to them and they be like, "Oh, we different from you," and they vote for them, what's happening? We all need to really kind of get on one accord on that, because this is a melting pot of different people with different ethnicities, and it would be great if we could all come over here and be what we consider ourselves as, from our original nationality and all that stuff. But you gotta also look at when and how white people do stuff on their side. When Italians and Irish people came over here, they treated them like dirt, like they was third class, until they needed to do certain things or certain numbers or whatever. Then they be like, you know what, you can be white. Latinos, you know what, you can be white on paper. They still, if you couldn't pass though physically, then you get treated a certain kind of way. And that's something we need to have talk about in the diaspora, about people who do come here or not originally from here or ancestry isn't 100% from here. When you get here, what do you think you are considered not what you really are, but what do you think you are considered? And when you vote for certain stuff, you do understand you gonna be affected by it, not by what you are, where you from, but what you are considered by the ruling race here, which is white. And if we can get past all of the stuff, then we probably could get to that conversation and actually make some leeway. Sadly, social media has everybody see different stories, and then when we all do see the same story, it is set for us to have that same thought process I was talking about early in the video, where it's like, hey, you know what? They ain't for me, so forget them. Fuck them. They voted for the other side, so hey, let them be by themselves, which is what it's designed to do. So now we got the Somali community over here. Then sometimes we have Nigerian community over here. We'll have, whatever, all these communities, and all separate. We all can't come together, even though when we walk outside, the other side look at us all the same. And then, sadly, just on some human-based nature, logically, though, you kind of can understand if a person be like, I'm not like you, you different from us, you this, you that, and you the third, and everybody coming back and forth for that, and it's sad that the plan has worked. It'd be great if we could all come together, and I know it is small segments of each group that are trying to do that. I just wish that it was a way that we could all come together as one. Then once all of the diaspora could come together, the rest of us as poors could come together. So we could be like, you know what? And the millionaires, like regular millionaires, I'm talking about post-tax millionaires, could realize they are part of the poors too. Unfortunately, they're part of the buffer zone, to where they look at everybody else below them and be like, oh, I did it, you could do it. They hear them tax braces they get and stuff to keep them in the quote unquote middle, which there is no middle. If you got to go to work every day to survive, you are working class, period. I don't give a fuck how much you make. If you cannot shut down your business and live off of your assets, whether it's stocks, bonds, trust fund, real estate, or residuals from a business, or something like that, dividends from all your, if you can't do that, you are working class. And I mean, you just don't do nothing for like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years. If you can't do that, you are working class. Don't get caught up with your income, how much you make. You got to look at it for really what it is. And the folks that will tell you that they working, senators and them folks, the Congress and all them, we watch what they do. They not working. Matter of fact, they teach us in America socialism is bad, the way that they preach it, when they are recipients of socialism, socialistic system set up for them. They get free healthcare paid by us. They get free pretty much everything paid by us. You get to trade stocks when they control the regulation of certain business stuff. So all of our leaders are supported by socialism, and then doo-doo on everybody else, and then program people that feel like they are above the poors, that socialism is bad, and they want to use the money you worked hard for, because a lot of the small business owners and things do work very hard all day, but they think they the equivalent of the people that don't work. Donald Trump don't work. He's never had to work. That's why they had to set up them fake pick ops and stuff in damn McDonald's and stuff. He ain't know how French fries get made. He ain't never went shopping on his own. He don't know nothing about grocery prices. Never had to think about it. But they have people that make a certain amount of money think it's kind of like on Coming to America. Y'all remember Coming to America? And McDowell, when the king came to his house looking for Prince Hakeem and stuff, McDowell thought he was the big King Dingaling. He was like, talking to Prince Hakeem, one day if you work hard, you can have a house like this. He has a regular middle class, maybe upper middle class house or whatever. And he realized he wasn't shit once he saw but he had his own money. But it's them people that look down at Hakeem of the world and keep that class going. And it be black, white, whatever. And that's how they keep the system going, man. This is really a sad state of affairs, man, that we even got to have this conversation, and that people are voting against their their own interests because they do want to separate themselves from Black Americans in this way. And I don't even know what to say about it. I don't have the remedy for any of these things. We all have dreams and we all have these things of what would sound good. We got to look at the reality of it. I'm a very a realistic person, which most people go think of as nihilism. I hate that I'm probably gonna end this series with this saying at the end of most of the stories like this, but we screwed. Okay, so spend time with your family, love on your family, enjoy what you have now. Always stay in the present. Okay, depression comes from living in the past, and anxiety comes from living in the future. I'm not saying not to think about the future, and I'm not saying not to reminisce on the past, but don't ruminate on the past and don't worry about the future. Take the time in the present to be able to move forward accordingly, and because that's what they want. They want us to all be stressed out and going against each other. That's why these be the top headlines and stuff. It is what it is, man. But we do need to have these types of discussions. What time is it? It's 10:24. I'm 30 minutes over what the hell I was supposed to be. What do you guys think in the comments if you made it to this point? Because I would understand if you didn't make it to this point. I really would. Let's see if it's in the comments. We'll talk about some comments then. We'll get the fuck up out of it. Do I got a chat button on this hoe? I think I do. All right. Let's see. This is a good chat. Let's see. Not the whole. I had to find that music too. It took me a long time to find that music. It took me a long time to find that. What's the business? Solo in the crowd. Lady Lex, what's good? I like Cinnabon. I don't know what to tell you. You can't get sick of it, but when you're in the airport, it's a lifesaver. I'm just here dreading this 10:30 meeting that should be an email. Shouldn't all meetings be emails? I got a meeting at 1:30 that should be an email. All meetings should be emails, except for layoffs. That's them the ones. Them the means that they be making emails though. You check your email, be like, yeah, I'm sorry, we're letting you go. You got 5 seconds after you read this email before you get locked out of all your accounts. That's what they be making emails instead of face to face. Cinnabon think they slick. They spray that cinnamon smell in front of the store and draw people in. That smell isn't even the smell of the stuff they're baking. It's spray. It is true. And that's what they do with Burger King. They spray that when they go through that conveyor belt, they spray grill smell on it. I'm fine with it. I wear cologne. Y'all know how I am about food. The Somali community in Michigan say they wanted Trump. Exactly, they did. Rainy Feather said, if you want to know about Somalians, come to Northwest London. Like I said, I seen Top 5. It gave me a window into what it possibly is. And I hate generalizing people. Y'all know I hate to, but I do it. Like we all do. He don't like black folk, people of color born here. They think they like the ones that came over. They think he like yes. When he been saying get these motherfuckers out of here. Everybody that is brown or black. Specifically. I'm talking about they specifically be saying this stuff. It's crazy. It is wild. Trying to other yourselves and got a quick mind that they don't like you. Exactly. It is very crazy. Many Somalians, they don't. And not just them. It's other that come over. I'm different from you. I done been told I'm different from you. It's a store. We used to work. This was like in 2000. We worked at this computer chip factory. That was in Arkansas at the time. And I'll never forget this. We used to all work at this big table, and we would put these copper pins in the plastic encasing for chips for like machinery and stuff. These these computer chips for machinery, and it was conveyor belt, and it was like the conveyor belt system where one person put in this set and then another person put in these other sets, and then it just go around circles. We all doing our work, and all of us was black because this was a temp to hire job or whatever, and everybody in that mug was pretty much black. The only white people really was in management, and half of them wasn't even American. They was French. Anyway, so we all working. And it was this one dude, I don't know what part of Africa he's from. I don't know if he's Nigerian or nothing. But we got to talk. I swear, that we was 18 at the time. I think he was like 19, 20. And we was all doing work. And I don't know what. I think me and my homeboy got to talk about. We was going to get some Jordans or something he was like, see, that is all of your words about shoes and clothes, and are you gonna be stuck here working forever? I'm not going to be here forever. I'm going to be. And we was like, what the fuck? Because we was talking about working there forever. I'm gonna be honest, because this was 2000. We was making like $13 an hour with like 15, 16 overtime. We thought we was making $1 million at 18 back then or whatever. But and I can't say what he was saying wasn't wrong. Like there was higher horizons, but we was in Little Rock, Arkansas. What are you talking about? We was like, we about to stun on these fools there here. That's all it. You are lazy. You don't like to work. That's why you will be here. And the first thing came out of my mouth was like, nigga, you are here. No, I am not nigga. You a nigga. And I will not be here. And I swear, I do gotta respect him for this. This shit was wild. So we still had paper clock out stuff, right? Where you put the clock out thing in there. So we were all standing in line for when the time to clock out, and we would get off at 10 o'clock. I'll never forget this. This is the last time we seen this dude. We all would get in line around like 9:55. We in line, and it's like 9:57, and he is antsy. He can't wait to get out for something. He's like, oh my God, why is it taking so long? And we like, yo, bro, like, what the hell is wrong with you? It was 9:59. He's like, fuck this shit. And he clocked that shit out and threw the paper and left. We never seen dude again. And I don't know if it was the speech he had gave us a few days earlier that made him really think like, yo, I'm sitting here with these niggas. I ain't gonna never be nothing. Let me go and live my dreams. I really would like to know what did he reach his dreams and stuff. He never told us what he was in school to be. I'm assuming it was a doctor or lawyer. But yeah, he clocked out. And I don't know if he even came back at his last check or nothing. But he was. And we had other African friends and stuff, so we knew it wasn't just everybody, but he was definitely on there. We not like you. I'm talking about he like that 9:59, and we talked about that for weeks because he was doing overtime. He was like, "Why you do know you messed up you screwed over your whole overtime?" Because I think it was something to where if you clocked out too early, like you got some type of penalty stuff or whatever. Because we was working for an agency like this, temp service or whatever. Anyway, so that it is an actual thing, but we can't be like everybody like that. But it do be, they are out there like that and stuff. They are out there. Let's see. M15 had posted out in Harlesden, specifically to scoop up the chumps. They wanted Somali speaking agents, and I know a dude who ran the sign up. Guess what happened to him? Well, he got slapped in the mouth. Cause I kind of know. Is that like something that was going on over there on some real stuff? I ain't sure what, but I'm sure he probably did something bad happen. Bruh, I try to tell so many other cultures that. Same with white people. I hear people say, I'm not white, I'm Italian. Yeah. And they'll lump them together when they need to. But when you don't serve whatever needs they are, then you Italian when they need to get you out. Back in the old days, that's how all them families and stuff was coming together though. Because they had to come together. Matter of fact, and if you watch Godfather of Harlem and stuff, a lot of blacks and Italians was kind of teaming up together because they was pretty much getting treated all the same by the white folks and stuff. The white folks, if you will, and stuff, which is crazy. Let's see. Are you going to Saint Hood? You better than me. I tried with these a rat how you pronounce it? I don't think it's Arabs. It's I forgot because I remember when Busta Rhymes came out with that we getting Arab money and they said it was racist or something. Then they had to change it and stuff. So I don't want to be disrespectful or whatever. But and they still play that anti-black game. They made full use of the Somali brothers though. Yeah. And see, I ain't go front. In our communities growing up, all of the liquor stores and the corner stores was, you know, it usually was Arabians or Arabs or whatever the proper term is for them. But they be cool. They give you credit, sex, you know what I'm saying? Credit cigarettes, let you get some cigarettes and pay them back later or whatever, blah, blah. Which, I mean, you could look at it from a way that they was giving you credit on your death, your early death, but we didn't look at it that way. We was like, damn, man, I sure didn't have that damn $5, man. That is a blessing. We got credit up at the corner store, man. I'm gonna get that money back soon as I get paid. Let's see. C3PO clapping. What's the business, Royce? Hell yeah. What's good, allegedly, Elise? What's popping? Wait, Trump created the word groceries. I don't know what the hell we called it before he invented that word. According to his brain of worms, he don't know what the hell groceries is at all. He's never seen groceries. And I don't think he's ever seen groceries. It is a segment, a very tiny segment of that 1% of the population that just think food pop up in their refrigerator. They don't even know. They ain't never seen them even carried in by they maid or butler and shit. They just open up the Sub-Zero and be like, oh my gosh, this is great refrigerator, mom. It makes the best food. This refrigerator makes way better tomatoes than the last one that we had. It's crazy. And that's what Trump is. Did y'all talk about that lady that found the guy who was hateful in her comments where she went to his job and made him apologize or he revealed his Grindr account? Yo, we gonna talk about that tomorrow. I'm gonna pin that for tomorrow. I'm gonna try to have a story for every day because I wanted to put a bunch of stories together, but that'd be too much work unless I can't find one story that I can stretch out. So we'll probably talk about that tomorrow because I'm trying to do this show for like an hour or two or whatever, and I was an hour late today. Tomorrow's show will be 8:00, so I'm gonna mark that down. Let me screenshot that shit because that's pretty good. Like I had to screenshot Omar Pena, great name for my 10-4 hat series that we gonna be doing over in this bitch. Let me see how I copy that. Copy the text. There we go. Make this note real quick. New note. And that the Grindr account. We gonna talk about that tomorrow. The dude who ran to join the M15 ended up a Somali pirate. He was on the news looking homeless and doped out. Well, shit. Arab, that's how you pronounce it. I knew it was one way because I ain't go front. That even though that jumping out the window phase that New York went through was very cringeworthy. They did not do the auto-tune right. That Arab money song was off the chain. That shit went off the chain, man. Shout out to Busta Rhymes and shit, checking streamers and stuff, man. That's a whole another level of street credit. Hell yeah, on some real shit. You go in there, you ain't nothing worse. That's why I'll never like, it don't matter how much money I ever get, I'll never forget having the actual like count out change for a $1.15 can of Steel Reserve in my hand and putting it down and hoping somebody else had 10 cents to go to it, and the dude being like, you good, just give me when you get back. Like, yes. That part of me will never leave. Ever. Not being able to afford a whole black. What? I'll never forget that shit. Ever. There is certain shit I'll never forget. And it's crazy that people do. Well, some people don't experience that, but it do be people that done went through that and then they get good and then they want to say fuck everybody else. I'd be like, no, it's not fuck everybody else. We gotta teach people now. We gotta help. We gotta bring us all together on one accord, and we gotta realize that these these situations that we in could easily disappear like that at any time. So we need to be working on teaching our kids what this system is, how it works, and how it shouldn't be like that. And if enough people can teach their kids these lessons of what it should be like, because our generation cooked. I'm be honest with you. We ain't gonna see the change that need to be here for the rest on our time on this earth, because we are the probably most consumerist of the generations ever. And I think the generation behind us are also stuck in that trap. But it looked like the younger Gen Zs are kind of being a little different. Maybe a little bit. I don't know. Probably not. But they not, yeah, because they getting marketed to in a way that, in a similar way that we did, because we was on lock with all our cartoons we was watching, Soul Train. We was stuck. It was only a certain amount of channels. And even if you had cable, we all seen the same commercials, all wanted the same stuff. So that's why, you know. But this generation, since they got all these algorithms, it ain't 100% the same as it was with us. So it might be different, but I'll be teaching my kids all the time. You need money to survive, but money is not the end all be all. And don't never think that money go save you from any type of certain persecutions, especially in this damn country at all. So we just need to be able to teach the youth the truth and stuff, and don't let them fall for that sauce. But that's why they're trying to get rid of history books and getting folks to homeschool. And they don't want us to homeschool though, getting the poor whites to homeschool so they can teach them whatever rhetoric they want to. They ain't even having them doing no type of checkups and stuff where they be check the curriculum to see if it's, and even if they did, it would be all non-helpful thing at all. It's crazy. It's crazy. All right, you guys. But I'll be here tomorrow. Same bad time. I'm gonna try to be here an hour earlier. I ended up
Meanwhile, back at races.
Damn button. Yeah. I'll probably be here at 8 o'clock tomorrow. If not 9 o'clock. Thank y'all for hanging out, watching this with me. I'm gonna try to chop it up and put it out later, or do that in the future or whatever. But I appreciate that. Tomorrow, if you are a Struggle Crew member, I'm gonna do an episode or a pre-struggle show tomorrow. So it'll probably be around 4 or 5 o'clock tomorrow. So be there tomorrow for the pre-struggle show if you are a Struggle Show member. See you over there. And yeah, thank y'all so much. I got 3,400 more hours to get this channel monetized, and I think we're gonna be able to do it. I really do. All right, so I appreciate y'all guys. You guys have a good one. I'm gonna hit this outro button because I think it's real cute. And see you guys on the flip side. Peace out. Didn't play my goddamn music. Why the fuck did it not play my music? Son of a dirty bitch.